And we're live. So this is the second Ramadan episode.
You could say that, yeah.
You could say that, or you could say it's the first because the first was the introduction.
Let's say it's the first.
Okay, but then the first one was the introduction.
1.5.
1.2. 1.1.
And we're live.
Anyway, hello. It's Ramadan officially now. It's been Ramadan for the first fast was on Thursday, and it's now Friday night. So we've done 2 full days of fasting. Oh no, it's actually Saturday morning. Strictly speaking,
it is.
Right now.
It is.
It is. Believe it or not, nearly 5 to 1 in the morning on a Saturday.
Yeah, some people will be praying Fajr in half an hour.
Yeah, not us. We do the later calendar.
We do.
Yeah.
Makes it life a little bit easier.
Yeah. Or you could just do both and have like 3 meals. But don't know how that would work.
But I don't know about you. I've been starving, man.
I'm starving. Hence the name of our episode.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. It's been a tough couple of days.
How have you found it? Seriously.
Honestly, I found it hard.
So the first day, the Thursday, I found it pretty easy. I was really actually surprised how easy I did find it. And then today, Friday, I did actually struggle with the fast a little bit today.
Really?
Yeah, like, you know when you get that moments where you just stomach feels really empty.
Yeah.
Slightly acidic.
Yes.
I got that. That came on, and it was really made me feel quite like, a bit run down, like a bit weak. So I just went to sleep for a bit.
This was yesterday?
No, today.
Oh, today.
Well, yesterday, yeah.
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 No, I wasn't trying to be clever.
Yeah. Okay, Ramiz. Yeah. So that was Friday, like late afternoon. So I just kind of rested. Then I felt all right. It was fine. Then I just got up and did things as normal. But I think that might have been to do with the fact that I didn't have a very big suhoor. Like I didn't eat a lot in the morning. And I think it caught up with me later on. Yeah. So get something good at suhoor and make sure you're getting, your nutrients and something that will sustain you. What are you eating? What sort of stuff are you actually eating?
Eggs.
Yeah, that's the one.
Toast. Vegetables.
Veg, really?
Yeah.
Well,
yesterday I had some mini fillets, chicken, some roast potatoes, and steamed veg.
At breakfast time?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
I couldn't do that. It's proper breakfast.
Need to focus on the gains.
Need to get...
Can't neglect the gains, bro.
Can't neglect the gains. Ramadan gains. You need Ramadan gains.
Yep.
No, I tend to go for eggs. Eggs and rye bread.
Nice.
But last couple of days I did peanut butter and banana on rye bread and fruit, which is fine.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, but I don't think it was quite enough. So today it's going to be eggs on rye bread and some fruit. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I was actually in Morrison's on Thursday, the first day of fasting.
Oh.
And guys, it's a fitna, seriously.
It's a big trial when you go shopping hungry.
It's a big problem. I was actually in the car with my family, and my wife was making a shopping list, and I said to her, listen, don't get carried away, right? Because when you're fasting, I feel like this, I feel like that, I feel like this, I feel like that. Oh my God, I feel like this.
Proper.
And, I said to her, look, just be sensible, And then when we got to Morrison's, you can take a guess at what I was doing.
Going down, literally. Everything.
Trolley was completely full.
Yeah. I went today to get stuff for suhoor, and it was like, I literally just went down the aisles that I needed to go down.
Really?
In order for that not to happen to me. Yeah. Like, as I knew specifically what I want and exactly where on the aisle it is as well. And just ran. Like 20 minutes.
What have you been eating at iftar time?
Iftar, so on Thursday iftar we had, what did we have? We had keema and potatoes. And then we had pakoras on the side as well.
Nice.
I know, and fruit and stuff. And then today was biryani with some fruit and stuff and some cake. My brother-in-law made a homemade cake.
Your brother-in-law made the cake?
Yeah, he made a homemade cake, yeah.
Wow.
Baked it there and then it was baking whilst we were eating.
Wow. Was it good?
It was nice. It was like a really simple sponge with jam and then you put cream on the side. Fantastic.
Wow.
Really, really nice.
Sounds nice.
You bought me some baked. goods as well, haven't you?
Unfortunately, I didn't bake though.
No, but as in from your family.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I'll maybe have a little bit of that.
Cinnamon roll cake.
Yeah, I'm going to be trying some of that
Yeah.
after this.
I had some before I came over.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah. But that's the main thing that happens. One of the main things that happens is I do fantasize about food. Our discussion at the mosque today after the Jummah as well did not help.
Mate, when you left, we carried on for another hour.
We were just talking about burgers.
Yeah.
And I go on Instagram and look at pictures of burgers. That's one of my favourite things, generally. And obviously doing that in Ramadan, when when you're dipping as well.
You have to lower your gaze.
Yeah, proper. It's a big, yeah.
It's a big problem.
Big problem. So, have you been fantasizing about any foods in particular?
I haven't, but you know for me, whenever it's Ramadan, I just start to think of funny stories. I don't know why.
What do you mean?
Well, the thing is, obviously I've lived in so many different places and you meet people from...
Show off. So have I. I've been all over Leicester.
No, but I just, over the last few years, because, I've done things on a very sort of back-to-back scale.
Yeah.
You just experience a lot. And I'll randomly remember random stories and I'll just laugh to myself.
Yeah.
I don't know why that happens in Ramadan. Maybe because I've got too much time.
I think your brain's I think you do try and do distraction methods as well from the hunger sometimes.
So here's a funny story. A few years ago, I was living in Highfields. That's not the funny part.
Go on.
Yeah, so I was living in Highfields and I had a few non-Muslim neighbours. Again, that's not the funny part. So, my wife said...
Yeah.
My wife said, why do we make food for the neighbours? It's Ramadan and it's not like they're fasting or anything, but she just thought it'd be a nice gesture.
Why don't we send them loads of food late at night?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what she did. She made, some lasagna and some potatoes and made some cake, gave it to the neighbours. Now, there was an elderly couple living right next door to me. And I gave him the food and he saw me the next day, right? So he decided to give me some feedback. Actually, rewind a little bit. When I gave him the food, he said, what is it? I said, lasagna. He said, lasagna? Obviously, he was expecting me to give him a curry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the next day, he gave me feedback and he said, oh, the lasagna was a bit spicy. I thought, you racist. There was no chili in the lasagna.
In there?
There was nothing in there.
He just made it up.
There was nothing in there.
Made it up, mate.
He just made it up.
He made that assumption.
There was just salt and pepper.
He'd literally come to that conclusion.
But I honestly, I laughed my head off.
At him.
Well, I went home and I thought, what's just happened? He thought the lasagna was chili because an Asian guy gave him lasagna.
He's tricked himself in his mind that you've given him a curried lasagna.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which is actually quite nice, a spicy lasagna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it is. It is. Although I am of the opinion that you shouldn't put chili powder and haldi in everything.
No, but yeah. As in, no, you shouldn't, but yeah, it tastes nice.
Okay, what about...
As in, no, you shouldn't.
What about haldi and or turmeric and chili powder on steak?
Oh, 100%, obviously. Match made in heaven.
You're messing around.
Salt, pepper, those things. Not marinated in it, but a good sprinkle of it, yeah.
Of chili powder on steak?
Yeah, amazing.
You're winding me up.
I'm not. Yeah. As in, if my wife made lasagna, she would make it with, like, some Asian spices. Yeah. And I'd want her to.
Really?
Yeah. And she'd be upset if I'd be upset. We'd both upset if it was.
See, chili flakes is quite authentic. If you get a lot of Italians putting chili flakes in sauces and stuff.
Some chili flakes, maybe some. Basically,
some garam masala.
Basically, what I'm saying is you would just basically put a keema mix in lasagna.
Infusion.
Yeah, I'd just say, my wife would just be like, look, should we just make keema and put it in some lasagna? And I'd be like, yeah, let's do that. Because basically it's keema with pasta, not lasagna, but we'll call it lasagna.
That's very
It will
interesting.
taste better. Like when my wife makes pie, it's basically
A salad.
you guessed it. So like chicken, but you've had those pies.
Yeah,
It's like
no,
spicy,
mashallah.
like
Amazing.
chicken tikka
Absolutely amazing.
in a pie.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
So that's the secret then.
Yeah, that is the secret. Everything's basically disguised as another dish, but really it's just a curry. I'm happy, mate. It works. I think it works.
I'm honestly, I'm baffled.
But that guy was obviously,
He's a lovely man, by the way.
some sort
Yeah,
of
it was really nice.
Freudian slip. Yeah,
I mean, he was old.
yeah.
That's the justification.
Maybe he's got a really
he was retired.
yeah. Maybe he's just got a really bland palate, and like pepper felt like it was.
You know, my kids are like that.
Yeah, but kids aren't they?
Abu is spicy. There's nothing in there.
What are kids like in Ramadan? You're still really happy that you have them.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you want to kill them, but yeah.
they're
In
just
Ramadan, that is.
I mean, the thing is, look, there's no they don't understand how their parents feel, and so they just basically continue to be annoying.
Yeah, and hyperactive.
Very hyperactive. And the fact that you are very low on energy, like last couple of days I've been feeling really depleted.
Yeah.
And, obviously the energy levels have gone down tremendously. Not like I'm super hyperactive on a normal day.
Usually you're like breakdancing up and down the stairs at home.
Yeah, like Brian Rose.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
no,
Brian Rose. In a 3-piece suit.
Rocking the B-boy stance.
Yeah, and then going to get a cold shower.
Whatever makes you happy, mate.
Whatever does it for you, mate.
Whatever makes you happy. But no, so you obviously, I've had to exercise a lot of patience during these last 2 days because, kids have just been quite demanding and stuff. But at the same time, my wife has really tried to make Ramadan special for them, which is quite interesting because I was speaking to my wife about this. And she's the one who brought it up a couple of years ago. And she said to me, doesn't Christmas just look amazing? And I said to her, I was like, you know what? You've got a very good point. In terms of the sales, in terms of what's on TV, in terms of, the buzz of Christmas and everyone's off work and the weather and, family time and stuff. They really do create a fantastic holiday, right? And then you compare that to Ramadan.
Yeah, okay.
You see where I'm coming from?
Yeah, a little bit.
So what she's been trying to do, don't worry, we don't have a Christmas tree at home yet. But what she has done, she's basically decorated the house, with...
nice.
Yeah. Got some like a very kind of Ramadan vibe going on at home at the moment.
Serious?
So Morrison's were actually selling I forgot the name. Effectively, it's a chocolate calendar.
Oh, really? Like an advent calendar?
Yeah, exactly.
A Ramadan advent calendar?
Yeah.
That's all right.
It's very
nice.
nice.
For you? You count down each day.
I wish. I should have got,
where you open it at the
one.
back and shake all the chocolates out.
So yeah, with the kids and stuff, and they've got a Ramadan kind of guide. Really poor choice of words. They've basically got a book on Ramadan that we printed, and it's got some activities, colouring in and
nice.
some very
awesome.
Yeah, so we're basically, I'm going off on one here, but what we're trying to do is create a nice atmosphere for them, which keeps them engaged, emphasizes that this is fun.
Yeah. And it's a time for coming together.
And it's a time of coming together.
Else, yeah.
And I think that's important. So that's my message to, Muslim families, especially if you're married, you have children and stuff like that, just make sure you instill that love for, for family, for religion, for the pillars of Islam.
And it's a bit of fun as well.
It has to be fun, man. It has to, you can't force, religious principles upon, children or anyone for that matter. But
no, I think that's fantastic. That. And what foods have you been, fantasizing about?
Well, we were outside the mosque today and, we couldn't stop talking about Five Guys.
Just burgers.
Just burgers, yeah.
I went and Googled Five Guys burgers.
How did they look? Because I didn't get a chance.
Don't look at them when you're fasting.
Really? Are you down to go?
Well, maybe I'll go one day if there's a halal Five Guys that I can find.
There is, in town.
Oh God, we're going to do this discussion now.
Define halal.
Oh, no. As in, yeah, maybe one day I would go to a Five Guys if there was one that was halal.
I just told you there is. It's in town.
Is it?
Well, yeah, you can eat it.
Yeah, okay. We'll have to have that discussion another day.
I think we will.
Me into trouble.
No, that's fine. Not on air.
What I'll do is I'll go with you lot and I'll tell my wife that I had the vegetarian option.
Oh, God, I hate that.
Yeah.
That, for me, especially if you're a meat consumer, it's semi-blasphemous to have veggie burgers.
Especially if they're soy.
Oh, God.
Soy.
God.
Soy burger.
Even my sister growing up, she used to order the vegetarian pizza.
Yeah.
And it used to make me gag.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you like vegetarian pizza?
No, not when you can get pepperoni.
Yeah. Or you can get like spicy beef.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. So Five Guys, have you tried it? You've not tried it yourself?
I've not tried it.
I'm
Obviously,
not going to lie.
A couple of our friends really hyped it up and I'm sold. So after Ramadan.
They serve monkey nuts on the side.
Yeah.
I don't get that. Monkey nuts and then chips. Shake and then the burger just looked...
Did it really look that good?
It looked fantastic. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
It looked amazing.
But yeah, we were just talking about burgers, steaks, and roasting lamb.
Who's that guy online who does the whole salt thing? The Turkish guy?
Salt Bay. I love that guy.
What's his name? He's got, like, must have some sort of restaurant or something. Turkish guy.
He's got loads.
Serious.
He's got loads all around the world.
The meat, oh my word. The meat just looks...
I can't believe that made him famous.
Is that like a famous thing then?
Well, he went viral.
Really?
He went viral because of... I mean, he's a bit of a weird character,
he's doing all the cutting of the meat in a really funny way, and he comes out and he's like, he's just all the cutting and stuff.
I mean, it was a bit strange to watch at first because...
I find it strange, but I follow him on Instagram.
No, so do I.
Yeah.
And I tend to like a lot of his videos and pictures.
Yeah, the meat looks too nice.
Amazing. But yeah, so what happened was he went viral for sprinkling salt like this. Serious? Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah. I mean, it's
It's weird, but to go viral.
But this is the day and age we live in, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, the viral day and age where... So, I mean, sometimes you can anticipate things going viral. Like, have you seen the Childish Gambino video? Obviously, I've not watched it in Ramadan. I watched it before Ramadan. But
I've seen the stir around it and I've seen what it's meant to be about and all that, but I've not really sat down and
So it's actually a very... I'm not going to go into it, but what I tend to do is I basically, when I'm YouTube hopping, before I do that, I tend to pay attention to what's trending. And sometimes you can see why that specific thing is trending. Other times you can't.
Right, okay.
Yeah, but Salt Bay. Yeah.
Salt Bay, okay.
Yeah.
So what would be your perfect Ramadan meal?
Now we're talking about meat and stuff. I really feel like a steak.
For me, I think one of the best things that is a burger. And
really?
I'll tell you why.
Go on.
It's got the perfect mixture of everything you want when you're hungry. Like, it hits everything. There's a sweetness to it. There's a saltiness to it. There's you could argue, like a pickly sort of vinegary aspect to it. I love my pickles, innit?
Oh, so do I.
Then you've got meat, which has got, juicy, greasy, salty, peppery.
Amazing.
Cheese, which is like that, that just the texture of cheese and the taste of cheese.
Yep.
the lettuce and everything, which just refreshes it slightly, and then the bun, which is like the starch aspect of it, like all of that, you're getting all of those things in one bite, and then a crunchy chip. You're hitting all of the things that you like out of a meal, not only in one meal, but in one bite.
I think
you could faint through pure, unadulterated pleasure.
I think the Attic podcast needs to turn into like a food kind of podcast now.
Okay. Fine. Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah. Okay.
So what's your? Actually, no, you've just told me now.
No, but like outside of that, what's a really good like typical Ramadan meal? You know, a nice little starter of like something like a pakora or something like that.
Yeah.
And then like a really nice salad, curry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, really nice curry, simply done, some nice fresh chapatis, and then, you know, that's kind of it really. I'm not really that fussed with dessert that much.
Very, very random question. What's your take on Jamie Oliver?
I like him, yeah.
Really?
As in, what do you mean? Like, the cook, the person?
Yeah, not as a person, no. As in his food.
Yeah, his food's good.
Really? I think it's terrible.
As in, he's taking normal cooking and he's trying to sometimes...
Make it worse.
He's trying to put a spin on it and make it...
Make it worse?
Why? Do you think he's really bad?
Oh, I think he's terrible.
Why? What would make you say that?
Well, the thing is, I've tried...
There's a few dishes I've seen and I'm like, that doesn't look nice.
Okay, here's the question. Have you tried making any of his meals?
No.
That's the problem.
What did you make of his that was horrible?
Almost everything that I've tried.
So you've tried what?
I've tried about four or five different things.
Can you name them? What were they?
One was a waffle I tried to make a few years ago. And as you know, like, I'm into cooking and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah,
it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible.
But I don't know. I quite like his cooking, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm more of a Gordon Ramsay kind of guy.
Oh.
I love Gordon Ramsay, man.
He's just up his own backside a little bit.
That's why I like him.
Yeah. He's very like, he thinks everything he does is amazing in it. So maybe that
resonates with me.
Similarities there. Anyway, please comment, like, and subscribe. That's it.
That's basically it, isn't it?
That's it, basically it. But that's it. Been fantasizing about food for the first couple of days. I think that happens in the early stages. And then, I'm going to go and do some suhoor, and we'll see where we are next week. See how much we're fantasizing about food. Yeah. Or whether we've got into that mode where it doesn't even bother us anymore.
I think we might be at that stage.
Yeah, probably. It's just the first few days.
But and do you have a message for our viewers? Listeners?
No. Not really. As in, Ramadan Mubarak? Was that my cue to say that?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, okay. Ramadan Mubarak.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Have a good one, yeah. Cheers.